Well, hello everyone. Pop it in, Pete the postman has just pushed a very large package through my front door. Let's find out what's inside. I must say I am quite excited about this one. So what we've got in this box, I don't think I've ever actually owned one, so I am quite excited about this. I will tell you that it's German, it's from the very early 80s, and it's green as well. You can't go wrong with something that's green and German, can you? So let's stop talking about it and let's get this box open. I'm going to do it down here on this one because I need to cut it from the top. So I got this on eBay, and the seller said it was working. But they also did say that they thought it had been used with the wrong dust bag in it, which is slightly worrying. You know what happens when vacuum cleaners get used with the wrong bags. All the dirt goes through, it goes into the motor, it gets stuck on the pre-motor filter. So yeah, that's slightly concerning. But I'm sure we have the wherewithal and the ability to sort it out. Now, we've got, I hope it survived all right. We've got not the best packing in the world. Let's just take out some of this paper. It's just been, it's kind of just been like thrown in the box, if you like. But first of all, I really just want to show you the floor tool. I want to take it off. Oh God, I don't think I can. I don't think I can take the floor tool off it. No. That is really stuck on there. That's going to take some heat to get off. So, okay, well, let's just pull out the machine. Oh, he says. Oh, look at this. Wow. Let's just gingerly remove the bubble wrap. That is, honestly, that is on there so tight. You wouldn't believe how tight that is. And then you can take that off, throw that down there. I think what I'll do is I'll just slice through this bubble wrap. It's just going to be the easiest way of doing it. Try not to scratch the plastic. Come on. Oh, it needs to go clean. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. Wow, look at that colour. That's going to look so nice when it's cleaned up. One more thing in the box. It's a paint spattered handle. Oh God, look at that. Look at the state of that. I can hold that up to you so you can see it. Look how bad that is. Yeah, well there we go. There's the machine. I am so glad to have this. As I say, there's a cable tie here. Let me just get rid of the cable tie. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a great deal about these machines. Now, I've seen them before. As I say, I've never owned one. But this is a Miele Deluxe S125. Miele's stick vac of the late 70s. I think they're late 70s, early 80s machines. Just basically small, compact, suction-only upright vacuum cleaners. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen one of these heads before. I love these heads. They're so cool because they're real proper Miele heads. It's even got a little caster on it. That's so sweet. So it's kind of like a shrunken version of the main Miele floor tool of the time. You would have seen Miele's on my channel previously with their larger floor tools, and they tended to have like a roller wheel here at this point. This is like a shrunk down version. Physically, the machine's in quite good condition actually. It's not bad at all. There are quite a few paint spatters, as I mentioned, but there's nothing broken on it, which is great because I have to say it's probably not the best packaging I've ever seen in my life. And I was kind of worried that this joint here might have gotten broken during transit, but I think because it was like stored that way around, the bulk of the stress has been taken by this end, which is obviously a lot stronger than this bit here. let's have a look underneath. What does the ratings plate say? So, made in Germany, type S125, 220 volts, 40 to 60 hertz, 700 watts. That's quite a lot, actually. 700 watts that's a decent amount. If you think that the Miele cylinder machines, the full-size machines, at the time were 1000 watts, having a stick back at 700 watts, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. Now you can use this handle in multiple ways. Most of the time you would have it in this configuration. Just push that down, in it goes, and it locks in, and then you kind of use it like that, just like a normal stick back. But you can also remove the handle itself from this end, like so. So you've just got the little plastic handle, and that is in quite good shape as well, apart from the fact that it is absolutely covered in paint spatter. You could put the small handle straight into the top of the machine, like that, and you could use it like that, although quite why you would want to, unless you were really, really short, quite why you would want to use it like that, I don't really know. It's a bit odd, but yeah. Maybe the carry strap went round that. That could be it. I'm pretty sure they came with a carry strap, which we don't have. It would maybe goes around the handle here and the neck at this point, and then it would go around. You could carry it on your shoulder. Maybe. Not entirely sure. But we don't have the carry strap, so never mind. Now, as I mentioned to you, this head is absolutely stuck on, so we're not going to get that off in this video. We've got the power switch here, which is just like a little rocker switch, which is ever so sweet. And then let's have a look inside and see what kind of a state we've got. So, okay, yeah, I can see what the seller was saying. There is quite a lot of dirt in there. Can you see that there? Let me hold it up so you can see it. So there's quite a lot of dirt stuck there on the pre-motor filter. I suspect, yeah, this isn't the right dust bag. It's close to it, it's close, but I think what's happened is somebody has taken a Miele bag and cut it down. Or have they put it in the wrong... Oh, actually, do you know what? I think they put it in the wrong way round, you know. Oh my god, they have. They put it in upside down. The fools. That is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That sits in there absolutely perfectly, and it's sealed as well. So it's not the wrong bag. It's just yeah, that's fine. The bag's been put in upside down, which is very odd. I don't know why you would do that. But that's good for us, because it means we've got a dust bag. Now I do want to turn it on, but I'm a little bit wary about all this muck in the bag compartment. Let's just take the bag out. There you go, look, you can see the bag. So it's bag type B. Bag type B. I don't think I've ever seen these bags before. I think this is the first time I've ever actually handled one of those bags. So let me go and get the Dyson, and we'll just quickly suck all this out, and then we'll turn it on. Now, not that I'm going to do an advert for Dyson or anything, but the V8 is a fantastic machine. Very, very useful. So let's just quickly suck all this out. Take this little tiny filter out. It is so small. Oh, it's so tiny, look. It's a little tiny filter. Let's just clean this off. That actually looks like that looks like the exhaust filter actually. It's like it's an air clean filter that's been cut down. Alright, almost done. Okay, that's good. Thank you, V8. Much appreciated. Let's pop this back in. There we go. I'll just you put it in there first. Oh yeah, you put it in the frame first and then you close it up. There we go. Push that back in place. Shake that off a little bit, and then let's get this bag back in. I suspect it would be wise to take the machine apart and just give it a really good clean out inside. Yeah, there's like a foam exhaust filter within the machine here, non-user serviceable. which is a bit of a pain in the bum. So it's going to have to come apart, which I don't think is any big hassle, to be honest. I think it's only a few screws. 1, 2, yes, 4 screws, and you're basically inside the machine, which is great. Oh, just to say, before we do turn it on, just to explain what's here on the bag door. So we've got a standard pressure activated bag full indicator here, showing white at the moment because the machine's not on. As the bag fills or the machine is blocked up, this will turn red. And this dial on the top here, when I was a child, it always confused me exactly what this dial was for, and I never really sort of worked out what it was doing. But it's a suction control valve. It's not electronic at all. It is literally just a valve that opens and closes. So you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can rotate it like so, and that sort of controls the suction of it, really. It doesn't control the airflow per se, but it does control the suction. So if you found you were like bogging down on your floor, you can reduce the amount of suction by opening this valve up, which will make it easier to clean, because you're not stuck to the floor, which is always a good thing. So let's pop the plug in and we'll see if it runs. I don't know if that's on or off. I assume that's off like that, but we'll see. Oh yeah, okay, that's off. And now we can turn it on. I'm probably going to get a load of dust in my face. Well, it runs really well. I'm actually quite surprised at how good that sounds for having all that crap in the bag box. The bag full indicator isn't working. It's not moving, and you can definitely hear there that the suction reduces when you open this valve. Slight bearing noise there, just a little bit of bearing noise on the rundown. And what does quite surprise me is the fact that it sounds like it's bigger brothers. Oh, sorry, a bit of dust. Come out and got back in my throat. Yeah, it does sound like the the bigger Miele motors, which is really quite cool. I like that. I think that's pretty awesome. So, plans for this cleaner. Well, obviously we're going to have to give it a service. We're going to have to open it up, have a look, see what's inside. We're going to have to find some way of removing this floor tool, as it would be nice if this could come on and off again. That would be super. And it just needs a really good clean. Get rid of these paint marks, the paint marks on the handles, on the handle. And yeah, just get it back to looking really nice, because I think this will look fantastic when it's done. It's such a wonderful colour. I believe it's the same colour as the S125, that late 70s avocado green, which everybody seemed to have in their bathroom around that time. Yeah, the late 70s. What a time for colours. They were quite something. But yeah, it's great. I'm really happy with it. And what did I pay for this? I think it was £35 with postage. I was actually really surprised. Being totally honest with you, the auction actually ended at £28. So I won the auction for 28 quid, and then obviously you have postage on top. But I was really surprised that it went for only £28. I thought this would go for about 50 quid. I was genuinely surprised at how little it went for. Perhaps that's indicative these days of the cost of living crisis, where people haven't got quite so much money to spend on fipperies like old vacuum cleaners. But, you know, my gain, brilliant. Just one other thing to mention. There's a port here on the top. There's a PTO, power takeoff, up here just by the handle, because you could get the Miele electro brushes for this particular model. They were their own type. They weren't the same as that was on the cylinder cleaners. Because obviously on the cylinder machines, you had a great big wire that you would attach to the chrome rods, attach down the hose, and then it would plug into the machine. But the power nozzles for this particular range were specific to this cleaner. They had a very short wire that plugged in the top, and if you bought one of those, you basically had an actual upright vacuum cleaner. And at the time, of course, as we all know, Miele didn't sell upright vacuum cleaners. So if you wanted a Miele upright, this with the power nozzle was as close as you were ever going to get, which is quite interesting. And I might try and put one of the cylinder machines' power nozzles on this. That'd be quite cool. I've got a couple hanging around. Yeah, we could give that a try. And I think when we come to using this cleaner as well, we'll try it with the turbo nozzle and see how it copes with a turbo nozzle on it, with a 700 watt motor, turbo nozzle. We'll see how it copes with that and how it does. But that is all for a future episode. That's it for this one. Thank you ever so much for watching. We will definitely be seeing this again. We're going to open it up, we're going to have a look inside, we're going to see it in action. So don't you worry, we are going to see everything on this cleaner. Don't forget to do the usual commenting, subscribing and liking, because I always love hearing from you guys. And I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.